The Ironheart series released last night, and I have seen so many reactions. I have seen a consensus across the board that it is the worst Marvel show by a mile. One person here has seen it, and that would be my nerdy home. Stephanie, what are your thoughts on Ironheart, the first 3 episodes? How bad was it?
If you can push through the first 20 minutes, you will literally feel your soul slowly die the rest of the time that you're watching this show. It's really annoying. Like the character of Riri Williams, the way she is written, it's more of a villain story than an actual hero story. Truly, it truly is. Because like the first episode, she basically wants money, can't stop talking about money, literally talks about money every couple of minutes. She does a whole voiceover about how desperate she is for money. That's the whole first episode. She just wants money, and she wants to be better than Tony Stark, Hank Pym, all the men of the MCU, the real heroes of the MCU. The second episode, she will do anything it takes to get money, include committing crime. She doesn't see it as criminal because she doesn't see herself as a bad person. She's just doing this because she's in a desperate situation and she needs money. Like that's all the show is about. Is this girl who wants money?
Gotta get that money up, dog. Gotta get that money up.
Needs money.
Get that money up, dog.
Episode 3, she is literally a villain. She is a villain in episode 3. Yeah, because I doubt anybody is going to watch this show in the chat, so I will just say it. She leaves someone to die. Like she willingly kills somebody in episode 3. But you know what? It's okay because she calls herself a good person. She says, I'm a good person. So it's totally okay. I feel like everything that they put, all the circumstances that they put her in, it's meant to portray it. Oh, well, she has no choice. Like this is just a situation. This poor Black girl has no choice. She's a full adult. Like she knows what she's doing. In fact, they mentioned multiple times that she is a genius. So she should know what she's doing. She should be able to rationalize and know that what she is doing is wrong. But no, this is all the circumstances of her current situation. So she has no choice. She has no choice. She does have a choice, and you know what she chooses is to cheat in college in order to make money. She chooses to willingly kill a man, leave him for dead, and betray the only guy in the show that says that they're friends. So yeah, it's a good show. It's something that girls can watch and look up to. Yep.
Steph, do you think that what they're doing with Riri Williams, with her stealing stuff to get by, and that it's like excused, like she needs to do it, she doesn't have another choice, is that kind of like a nod or connection to real life with like looting and riots and shit like that? And
oh, for sure, yeah. But it's so funny because in the show, she says like, I just need another grant, which means that she's already been given money. Like she's been given grants for her iron suit, what she's building. So she shouldn't need any more money, because usually when you apply for grants, they ask you how much money do you need in order to fund your research, and you have to give them like this full list of exactly how much money they need, and they either grant that for you or they don't. So she's been given grants before in the past, and she's asking for another one, and they tell her no, because you're expelled from school because you're cheating, and we have a zero tolerance for cheating. So like she's been given money. So it's not like she's completely just funding this herself. She's actually been given money to do this. Now she's micromanaging that money poorly, apparently, because she's having to do all of these things on the side, and illegal things on the side, in order to get more money.
Well, so
yeah, it could be going back to all the looting. They need to do that, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So the best, and Matt Frog just sent a super chat about it. The best review I've seen is Chris Gore's. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet.
I have not watched it,
dude. When just wait until watch how his body language is, and then when he gets to episode 4, you could tell he's dying. Like you
Oh,
could
no.
just tell. This is like the way he does this is great. So obviously drop a link to Film Threat. We love Film Threat. Chris Gore. This
Has
is
Chris Gore watched all 6 episodes?
Yes.
Okay.
And he
Oh,
wants to
gosh.
die at the end.
Okay. I just watched episode 1 of Ironheart. And let me just say, the only thing that separates Riri Williams from Tony Stark is money. That's what I learned. So, gonna suffer through episode 2 and see what happens in that. I think it can only get better from here. But oh my God, this is not gonna be good.
Who the hell else would it be, bitch?
Okay, episode 2 of Ironheart.
What the hell?
Han Solo enters the story.
I love how he calls him Han Solo. Oh my God. The fact that this guy is only known as Han Solo in a failed Han Solo movie just shows how pathetic his career has been since Solo, a Star Wars story. It's pretty damn great.
I don't even know his real name.
It's Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh, Alden Ehrenreich. That's right.
Yeah. Alden Ehrenreich.
He's supposed to be a pretty good actor. Like he had a decent upcoming career before Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. And then Solo lost money, and everything fell apart after that.
Sings Alanis Morissette with Riri, and her friend Natalie is now an AI. I'm told this is basically a BET drama.
Let's wait for episode 4.
What's cool about her is she's a bit disruptive.
You want me to be small, but I refuse.
Which really sets her apart than our show.
God.
Okay, so episode 3 of Ironheart. The big reveal. Alden.
They say that more than once, by
Ehrenreich.
the way.
Do they?
Yeah, they're like, bruh. Like, I was surprised at how long that went on. That's all. That's her AI, by the way. That is her AI.
Yeah, that's what I learned through watching this review right here is that's her AI of
That's
her
her
friend.
AI. And for whatever reason, her AI has the memories of her best friend.
Yeah, of her friend.
How did she get those memories? I don't know. She asks her, and then she's like, never mind. I don't want to know.
So what happened to her friend? Why isn't her friend there?
Her friend was killed in a drive-by shooting along with her stepdad.
That's weird.
Yeah.
No. We know exactly how she got her friend's memories. Are you not aware of this?
Black girl magic.
That's exactly how. That's exactly how.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
A drive-by shooting?
Drive-by
Man,
shooting.
I thought they were going to try to keep this really authentic. How are you going to come up with a black person getting shot in a drive-by shooting? Come on, Disney Marvel. Make it at least seem realistic. I mean, that's never happened.
Han Solo is the son of Ironmonger, basically Obadiah Stane. He's Ezekiel Stane, and he keeps the ashes of his father in a baggie in the kitchen.
Yeah, in a cookie
Another
jar.
big reveal is that the Hood and his buddy John, his right hand, are working for Mephisto, going around getting tech billionaires to sign over a contract, which is probably signing over their soul. In spite of the reveals and spoilers and whatnot, doesn't make the show better. It's still shit.
Now watch how Chris introduces episode 4. This is where you see like him dying. All right.
I'm an engineer. What I'm building is
Important?
iconic.
Episode 4. I don't know how much longer I can do this.
He looks like he's
Oh my god.
looks like he's
He's going crazy.
being held hostage.
I know. Yeah. He's doing this against his will. Look at him. The hate that he has in his eyes. He's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Hail to Chris Gore. Again, make sure you're dropping links to Film Thread over there. Like, it's
Oh, he
my
put in
favorite part.
He
Is he
put
in
in chat episode 4 is when I started drinking.
Important?
Iconic.
Episode 4. I don't know how much longer I can do this.
And I'm just gonna leave it there because I don't want to watch this whole video. I want everybody to go over there and check it out. But Chris has the best breakdown of this that I've seen so far. So you guys make sure you go over there and check out Film Threat. I wanted to make sure I didn't watch the whole thing. But yeah, the reaction that I have seen, even IGN gave this a 5.
It's an IGN 5. Yep.
If IGN is giving it a 5,
It's
you
bad.
know it's fucking bad. Because what did Concord get? Concord got like a 7 or an 8, right? I think Concord got like a 7 or an 8.
No way.
So I mean, yeah, this is like if IGN's giving it a 5, like that, you might as well just put a MAGA hat on at that point, because like you are racist as fuck if you gave this show a 5, IGN. So you're in bad shape over there. And yeah, here it is right here. Here. So Concord got a 7. Concord got a 7. So if Concord got a 7 and this show is sitting at a 5, I mean, you know it's really, really bad at that point in time. So, I mean, again, when you watch the trailers for this, because we watched some of that stuff last night, and you see how this show was made, like, it is clear that this is directly from the height of that wokeness back in like 2020 when they were making the show. And they've tried to hide it. They've tried to ignore it. And it's finally here. And it is apparently the worst thing ever. Gary had a tweet how it started, how it's going. Is this person in the show at this point that you've seen?
Yeah, they're part of the crew. They're the hacker. They're a hacker. That's a hacker right there.
Fuck.
Well, they hacked another
Is it
gender.
that also the acting, top notch.
Oh my God.
Top
How
notch.
did we get
Great.
here?
So good.
How did we get? Oh, this person was in episode 1. Okay, there you go then. So Ironheart is the most accurate representation of a horrible character from an awful comic that made it into an even worse streaming show. There you go. What were you about to say, Steph?
Oh, did you see the Robert Downey Jr. phone call?
I did. We watched that last night.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, and I guess sadly we can watch this dog shit again if it'll play. Maybe Twitter's doing us a favor right now and saying we're not going to spare you. We're not going to make you go through this. Steph, if you have this pulled up, you can share it. So we watched it last night, and it was one of the worst things I've ever seen because Robert Downey Jr. does not believe in this project at all. He literally got paid. He got paid for this. And it's obvious. It's just like when they called up Ewan McGregor and they were like, "Hey, Ewan McGregor, we'll throw you $1 million. Can you make a car video talking about racism is bad and Star Wars fans are all racist and sexist?" So he did it. So okay, it's playing now. So
Okay.
here we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Guess why I'm calling? It's June 24th, which is
It's Dad's birthday. Happy birthday.
my dad's birthday. Thanks for
Yeah.
considering. Also, God, you've been doing too much press. Ironheart premieres today. It's all been leading to this. Isn't that exciting?
Oh my God! Thank you. Thank you for the call.
17 years from the birth of the MCU
Oh
to
my
the
God.
premiere of Ironheart, and we're in
Dude,
this love together.
His weird, fake, shit-eating grin, forcing that smile like the entire. It's creepy, bro.
It's really bad. Like it again, Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor. He's an absolutely phenomenal actor. He did a wonderful job in Oppenheimer. He was excellent. He obviously he's Tony Stark. He's great. This is like his worst performance he's ever given. This is his worst performance.
Yeah, he's acting here for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Marvel is using Robert Downey Jr. like Hollywood is using Tom Cruise right now. Like Tom Cruise is at every premiere saying that, "Oh, we got to go to the movies. Let's go to the movies." Marvel is that is Robert Downey Jr.'s job for Marvel right now, because that's the only thing that I think of whenever I see videos like this is Marvel paid him millions and millions of dollars, and it is his job to pretty much give the green light on every single project that they put out. Like, here, Robert Downey Jr., go. call Riri Williams, say how important this is, say you're excited, get the fans excited to go and see this movie. But I don't think that like they understand. I don't think that the Marvel bosses, Kevin Feige, understand that people are just tired. It doesn't matter if Robert Downey Jr. is promoting this show. Nobody's going to watch it, and everybody's going to call it like it is, a shitty show. It is a terrible show. It doesn't matter if Robert Downey Jr. gave it the green light. It's still a bad show.
And what makes it even weirder is when you look like behind the scenes of how they made this. She answers the phone. He's like, oh, do you know what day it is? Oh, June 24th. They probably made this like a fucking month ago. So they're lying about what day it is. And it's so inauthentic and shit. And it's on a fucking FaceTime call like we're stuck in COVID. It's weird.
And by the way, look like they actually called each other. They both filmed it separately. Yeah. And they just put it together like that because it doesn't even look like it's not even that they called each other.
To me, there's no point in watching the Disney Plus shows at all, especially from what we got with Netflix back in the day and those Marvel shows and how great they were. Mm-hmm. There is just the quality drop in what we got from Netflix versus what we're getting from Disney Plus is astronomical. Yeah,
I've watched a few of the Disney Plus shows when they first started coming out, like only because I liked certain characters. So I watched the season 1 of Loki and I watched the Hawkeye show. I don't even remember them. That's how forgettable these Disney Plus shows are and how full of filler and how terrible the storytelling is. I don't remember what they were about.
Yeah, and Moon Knight. I completely forgot about Moon Knight.
Oh, that's right, Moon Knight.
Yeah. Everybody forgot about Moon Knight. Me and Ryan were talking about this yesterday. The state of Marvel on Disney Plus is bad. Like, they don't know. They can't go anywhere from here. They're, like, trapped because what they first tried to do with Disney Plus, with the MCU shows, is they tried to make the shows important. Like, they had their big hitters with WandaVision and they had Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki to make it so you are almost forced to watch the Disney Plus shows to connect the dots to the MCU movies. Well, not everybody's going to do that. Not everybody has Disney Plus or the time to sit down and watch an entire season or whatever. They just want to go to the movie theater and watch the movie. So that flopped. That didn't do well. So then they're like, okay, well, then let's take some of our, B and C list heroes and let's just do their introduction show onto Disney Plus. Well, nobody cares about those fucking characters. So both of their plans were either A, let's do the important characters so people are forced to watch it. Well, oh shit, they didn't watch it. Let's do our sucky characters so maybe people will watch it because they're going to be in an MCU movie down the line. Well, people don't care and they didn't watch it either. So now what? Now where do they go?
Yep.
The problem with the Disney Plus shows is that they're literally going nowhere. At least with phases 1, 2, and 3, there was a consistent storyline. Everything was leading to something, right? There was a storyline that people could follow. With the Disney Plus shows and current Marvel, there is no storyline. What's the current storyline? What is it leading up to? I have no clue. I don't know the current storyline with Marvel.
We're not going to know until...
That's the problem with these Disney Plus shows. Where are they leading to?
Even
if you put in the Marvel movies like Multiverse of Madness or whatever, Captain Falcon movie, what is it leading to?
Captain America: Black New World.
They're at a stalemate right now, and we're not really going to see what's going to happen until Fantastic Four and then Avengers: Doomsday. But before all the other Avengers movies, there was at least something leading up to it. I guess Ultron was kind of like its own kind of isolated movie, but everything else, like throughout all of the movies, there's a build up and a lead up to the Avengers movie. With this next Avengers movie, Doomsday, we don't really have anything. Everything's just going to be introduced in that one Avengers movie. So
that's why it's so jam packed with characters, because they haven't put the work in to really build up to Doomsday. That's why it's so jam-packed with characters, and they're probably going to end up killing off a lot of people in that movie.
Oh, like in
characters
the first
that
act.
Don't matter. Like characters that do not matter. They're probably going to end up killing off a lot of people in that movie because it's so bloated in the MCU right now. Like, what are they going to do with all of these extra characters? They have no choice but to kill them off.
Well, review bombing is back on the menu, boys. So there it is. So everybody's racist that's review bombing it for a 1, but everyone is stunning and brave for giving it a 10, which apparently is not review bombing, by the way, when you give it a 10, but it's review bombing when you give it a 1. So this is where we are with the current state of Disney Plus Ironheart right here. So I guess we'll see how that one plays out. So Ironheart, have you watched it? Do you care? I guess we'll see.